And if you're new around here, make sure to subscribe. We're giving away 5 copies of the AFC at 14k. We're only 900 subscribers away. All you got to do is subscribe and send me proof over on Insta and you will be entered in. But without further ado, guys, let's get into it. So if you guys are sick of losing in FIFA because your team isn't good enough or you're not good enough at the game, then right now you need to head over to skycoach.gg. Not only can they coach you in your weekend league or play your games for you, you can buy any amount of coins you want, and all of the services get 10% off right now with the code PRORECALL. Go check them out below. Make sure to click the link in the description and let's get into it. Now, for starters, we're going to have to go over to the SBC section, and for once, it's not marquee matchups on the lower end making things more expensive. Now, every single team out of these, so we've got Man City, we've got Real Madrid, we've got PSG, Milan, FC Bayern, and Ajax have all had their players go up on the lower end of things because of this SBC. And what's really good is this one's going to be out for another 12 days. So we've got 2 weeks where all of these players are going to be more expensive. Knowing that, we're going to go through and see where we can find a filter. So first of all, we're going to go over to Gold Common and go to the Eredivisie, and we are going to be looking at Ajax. Now, realistically, a lot of the time, Ajax is quite a good one for filters anyway. So as you can see, you got 1 or 2k just for their standard players. Gold rare, I think we're probably looking at the same. So let's have a look what the cheapest golds are going for. If we go to 1,000 coins, nothing comes up. 2,200, obviously, we've got a few there. Now, where is the biting point for these boys? So 1.3, you're all on 59th minute. 1.5, it kind of looks like they're sitting a bit more. We've got a few pages there. So I would guess that 1.4 is a very quick sell on. I mean, from the look of it, it really is. So we can make a very quick one here. 1.3. I would say we snipe at 1.2, we sell at 1.5, and if they don't sell at 1.5, we relist for 1.4. So realistically, at 1.4, we're going to make 130 coins. At 1.5, I think we make 230, so or 225. So it's not as good if we're selling it at 1.4, but the worst case scenario is 130 coins profit, which is not bad at all. And we picked one up pretty quickly there. It's just with the standard of the market right now, you can't see whether the best place to sell is 1.5 or 1.4. You can see they definitely will sell at 1.4. It's just, is it a waiting game at 1.5 or will they just not sell? Now that 700 there, regardless of what you're selling for, is a very good profit. So for the rest of these, we're just going to do 1 snipe per filter just to show how easy it is, because I don't want to spend the whole video on one SBC. So first of all, we've got the likes of Bayern. This one we're going to do quickly and very easily. So these bad boys, we're going to sell them on at about 2.6k. EA tax is going to be 130 coins, which means here is 70 coins profit and here is 170. Now we can try and sell these on for 2.7. It is just a little bit less likely to sell on fast. If you've got the waiting time, then 2.7 is perfectly fine. So we're going to grab one of these very quickly. Oh, we managed to get one on compare price at 2.4, and because of the rate they are going at 2.4, 2.7 is going to be perfectly fine to get a really fast sell on there. I misjudged the price a little bit. Now over at PSG, we've just picked one up at 1.2k. These goes for 1.4. It was a little bit of a chore to get one, but eventually we found a few, and actually the compare price method for a lot of these is working really well. I reckon we can go back in and probably snipe the first one. 850, we missed it, but good profit available. Over at Milan, getting a little bit cheaper and easier. You're looking at around probably, what, 800 coins potentially for these. We might even have to go over to Gold Common for this one. I mean, that one there would have been a nice snipe, but you can see that's a Gold Common filter rather than a rare. So slap it on Gold Commons, go to 700, sell for 900, easy does. Now, finishing off with the heavyweights, we've got Real Madrid and Man City. I know Man City players are absolutely through the roof right now. I assume Real Madrid players are not too far off. From the looks of things, we might be all right, though. We got a 750 Camavinga still coming up. 1.4k looks like probably the sell on for a lot of these methods. So we're going to go to 1.2. If we can get a 1.1, that would be lovely. But it does look like we're going to have to take that 130 coin profit again. Tuchemeni at 1.2. We're going to try and sell him for 1.5, hopefully. Finishing off with the big dogs, we've got Manchester City. You got a 700 coin Ortega there, which I definitely should have tried. From the looks of things, they are going for way more. You're looking at about 2.6 for... Oh, yeah, 2.6 there. I would say snipe at 2.3 maybe. EA tax obviously is going to be 130 coins. So that one you're looking at... I think that's 170 coins profit there off the top of my head. Pretty easy, and we got to snipe quickly. Now, of course, you can use all those to build up your coins on the lower end. And now we're going to go for a little bit more expensive. You've got special goalkeeper and Premier League. So for this, you've got Dudek, you've got Leno, you've got Navas. You have a ton of players, but of course, they're the more high rated. I know they're going for about 30k, but they are more expensive than the lowest of the low. So we're looking at 15k here, 15,250, 16k even probably for a guaranteed easy sell on. Now, I would say that Leno there is a guaranteed buy. You know, 84 rated there. He's going for 15k. We can easily easily get him gone for 16. Now that's obviously only 200 coins profit. We wouldn't usually go for 200 coins when we're going above 10k, but it was sitting there, it's guaranteed, why would we not pick it up? Now as you can see, it looks like these guys are selling pretty fast, so there is obviously hype for either the special cards or just for some keepers from the Prem. Now I would say 16 is a very easy sell on point for these boys, which means you probably realistically want to go to about 14,500 or 14,750. At 14,750 is 450 coins profit per card, which isn't bad at all, and at that point you're looking at 700 coins per card. So 700 coins is a very solid profit margin. Now obviously you have a ton of options here. You've got some informs, you've got special cards, and a lot is going to come up in between. Now, a little trick of the trade is Silver Team of the Weeks. These guys are the most potential for min price snipes. For some reason, they are absolutely riddled with it. Every time I've done this in the past, we've found a very solid snipe either in the prep or during the video. So there's a few footages of me picking up like 10k or 11k ones of these. Now, they're going for about 20k right now, as you can see. They're literally capped out at 20k. You probably want to buy them at 18 realistically, so you just want to sit there. I mean, there is one at 19k right now. We could do a bit of compare price off that. Obviously, when that does sell, we are going to have to do standard sniping there. We've done it. We've got 16k. We've grabbed McCarthy for 16. Absolutely lovely. The card we had before that we were sniping at 19k did get taken off the market, so we were sat there waiting for a little while. But we've done it. We've got McCarthy for 16. That is a lovely 3k profit. Nothing to complain about. Now, a good place to go from here is for birthday goalkeeper. The reason being, they're very cheap now and you can do some very good snipes on them. So at 30k, you won't quite find them, but at 32, you can have both of them sitting pretty much around that price. So if we take this down to what, 31, 3,500, cheapest on the market is 30 there. 31's pretty much a base point to sell both of these. So 31k, EA tax is going to be about 1.5. So we go down to there. We'll make a K profit at 28,500, and it's not really hard at all to get those snipes. Now, if you go down to 28, you're making just under 1.5k. So if you want to make a little bit more per snipe, you can do that, but bear in mind, there are going to be less cards showing up. Now, of course, we can, if we want, if we're looking for 28,500, we can go all the way to the 31k mark and do what is basically compare price. If there is none over the hour mark, so we've got none there. So we're just looking for a 28,500 to pop up. 28,750, if it pops up, I might go for it, but it is only like a 600 coin profit. So you got to bear that in mind. We almost missed it. We've grabbed ourselves a 29, but he actually goes for 32, so we are okay with that. We're going to make a similar amount of profit to what we'd worked out a moment ago. We're going to sell it at 32, and that is the conclusion of today's episode, making you a ton of coins as usual. Now, if you're new around here, please subscribe to get yourself a chance for that EAFC. Of course, you're doing me a favor by subscribing, and I'm doing you a favor by getting 5 of you a copy of the next FIFA game. So make sure, well, EA game, but make sure to sub, and I'll see you tomorrow.